What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Sergiy Derevyanchenko versus Joshua Conley, and this was a 10-rounder in the middleweight division. And this fight was Saturday, July 30th, from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. And this fight was broadcasted on Showtime. And in this fight, Sergiy Derevyanchenko was able to get a wide and clear unanimous decision victory over Joshua Conley. So I personally scored this bout 97 to 93 in favor of Sergiy Derevyanchenko. The three judges scored this bout 99 to 91 twice and 98 to 92 once, all in Derevyanchenko's favor. So I mean, the most rounds you could have given to Conley was 3 rounds. I honestly think I might have been in a little bit of a stretch here with giving Conley 3 rounds, but at most you could have given him 3 rounds. Most likely 2 rounds is exactly where it's at or where it should be. But just to break this fight down, Sergiy Derevyanchenko really dominated this fight later on in the second half. In my opinion, the first half was actually pretty competitive. And I think the big rounds to give Conley were the first round where he actually was able to outwork Derevyanchenko a bit. Maybe even actually give Conley the third and fourth rounds because he was able to land some big shots on Derevyanchenko, and that was really it. The first half of the fight, or actually not even the first half of the fight. The first couple of rounds were really the only rounds you could have given to Conley because Derevyanchenko was sort of settling into the fight, and Conley was landing some nice counter punches from the outside and on the ropes. But otherwise, every other single round that Derevyanchenko won were rounds where Derevyanchenko was coming forward on his man, hitting him with big shots, landing big shots, and really just dictating the pace, showing angles and whatnot. But in round one, also Derevyanchenko did get a cut because of a headbutt. It was accidental, obviously, but it was there. And also another big moment in this fight was, I think it was the 5th round, unless it was the 6th round, but Derevyanchenko was able to back up Conley a bit on the ropes, land big shots. It looked like Conley was hurt. I thought maybe he would have went down or taken a knee, but he didn't. He still stood tall, continued to fight, but that was a big round for Derevyanchenko. But really the later half of the fight, like 6 and on, around 6 and on, they were all just clear cut rounds for Derevyanchenko. He was just dictating the pace. Conley started to tire, wasn't throwing as much as the earlier rounds, wasn't throwing as many counter punches, and I mean, he really just lost them pretty clear. So comment down below if you watched this fight and how you scored it. And this goes into the question, what is next for Sergiy Derevyanchenko? I mean, really, in the beginning of this fight, he didn't look that strong. I mean, still, it was just a solid performance. He's still definitely recognized as a top 10 middleweight. And in his next fight, I would like to see him step it up because I know this was a just a little quick comeback fight since his loss to Carlos Adames. But yeah, I would love to see him take on someone in the likes of the top 10 to top 15 in the middleweight division, somewhere around there. Maybe he could get a decent win, or he could take a tough loss. Who knows? But I would love to see him face someone inside the top 15 to top 10 in the middleweight division in his next fight for a solid like co-main event opener on a good card, something like that. Should be next for him. But as for Joshua Conley, losing here for the, I believe, 4th time, he lost here, obviously, by unanimous decision. This is the 2nd time I believe he lost, not by knockout. But, yeah, I mean, earlier on, he was putting up a good fight, obviously winning some rounds against Derevyanchenko in the earlier half. But, yeah, he started to tire late, so I think in his next couple fights, he might take on some lower-level guys before maybe getting called up by another big promotion to have like a decent fight where he could get a win, could get a nice upset win, could get a tough loss like this. But based off of this performance in this fight, I definitely think like some big promotions might call him up to take on like a decent level guy for like a comeback fight for that fighter or something like that. But I think it will be for Conley like a lower level opponent, and then maybe he might get called up for another big fight like this. So overall, Sergiy Derevyanchenko clearly defeats Joshua Conley by a wide and clear unanimous decision to get a comeback victory since his loss against Carlos Adames. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.